What's up guys, Simon here. In this video, we're going to talk about 2022, which is the year of the entrepreneur. That's correct. More people have quit their jobs in 2021 and started their own business than ever. Of course, the population has grown and we have more younger people becoming of age where they could start their own business or start thinking like entrepreneurs. However, we must say that with the pandemic, when people started working from home, they had more time on their hands. They started realizing what it is they want in life, and they started multitasking. Some people even started their own business while working for another company and giving each company half their time or a certain percentage of each company, which led to them ultimately saying, screw this, I could do this on my own. And they have started businesses all over the place. And in this video, we're going to talk about what it means to be an entrepreneur in 2022, what to look out for, and what will happen if you continue on that path and become an entrepreneur and finally work for yourself. So let's get into this video. But before I do, please go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It's the biggest favor you could do for me. I hope you appreciate this video. We're going to do some 2022 videos because that year is coming, and it could be good, it could be bad, but it is the year of the entrepreneur, and this is what this video is about. Let's get into it. So the pandemic unleashed a historic burst of entrepreneurship like never before. As I mentioned, people started working from home. They started researching. They started watching people make money on YouTube. They started crafts businesses. They started all types of internet companies. And they were able to do so because they were still on salary from their existing company. So not only were they getting paid, they were sitting at home for about a year and a half planning, business planning, and so forth, and sometimes working two jobs at once, whether or not their contract allows for it, but that's what was happening. And because of that, we've had the biggest entrepreneurship explosion since ever. So with 2021 feeling like an extension of 2020 of all the unwelcome things that we've had. In fact, several other viruses came out from the pandemic, and every time we felt like the economy could open back up, or after Thanksgiving, after Christmas, etc., something new comes along and it slows things down. That's what 2021 was. It was like a lingering extension of 2020, and that has made a lot of people reconsider what they are doing. And in 2022, what entrepreneurs are going to be doing more to drive their businesses and everything that they hope for in terms of strategy, etc., goes on social media, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, etc. That's now the biggest product advertising that you could do, or service advertising that you could do. And a lot of people know how to use those platforms already. So they are taking advantage and presenting their businesses on Instagram and all of these social media platforms. And that's allowing their businesses to expand, get awareness, and grow. And during maybe 2020 and 2021, they were already utilizing these systems while continuously working at their existing job or collecting a paycheck, giving them opportunity to focus on one task while doing another and really trying to push the limits of their business expansion. So whether your environment is toxic in 2021 or whether you just wanted to start your own business, I always urge you guys to potentially try to consider starting your own business. If there's an opportunity where you have some money saved up, you could take the risk, take the chance, because not every business succeeds, especially certain businesses now during the pandemic don't make sense. For example, I personally would not open a restaurant or anything that requires a in-house sit-down service, because it seems like a lot of these rules or laws that are constantly created, updated, changed, and who could keep up with them are geared towards people gathering. And that is a problem. So if you're considering a business that you're going to start up in 2022, make it an online business, make it a tech business, a social app, etc. Make it something that you could work out of anywhere. And if you're working out of anywhere, that means you could be moving to anywhere and you'll be regulated by the place you move to. So for example, if you started a business in California that's prohibiting you from being happy or prohibiting you from making more money, etc., you could up and leave to Texas or any other states that are really welcoming for businesses that are trying to actually drive business and also at the same time offer you a better real estate opportunity to live in that location. And not only for you, but for your employees as well. So the year of 2022 is going to be the year of the entrepreneur. Everybody's starting to do it. I've had friends that have come to me and said, hey, this year I am starting a business. Any advice? And I tell them the same thing I tell everybody. It's not easy. It's going to take a lot of work. You're going to sleep less. You're going to worry more. You're going to stress more. But at the end of the day, if it's done right and if you're committed and you're solving a problem, you're going to be much happier starting your own business than not starting your own business and living with that regret. So the advice of being a successful business owner, entrepreneur, or anything does not change from year over year. In fact, nothing you open up is going to be ideal, perfect, or anything like that. There's nothing ideal in this world, and there is nothing perfect in this world. So when you do start something or you try to prolong something, you're going to hit a road bump, a block, etc., and it's going to knock you off your feet. And that's what entrepreneurs need to realize in 2022. Nothing's going to be perfect, and they're constantly going to strive to do better. And if you give up, you fail. And if you don't give up and you could pass those hurdles, grow thicker skin where you could remember that you've had hard times and you can move forward, then you're going to be able to start a successful business or continue a successful business. So let's look at some top entrepreneur trends in 2022. Personally, I think YouTube is going to be a big one. You see a lot of these big YouTubers, podcasters, etc., content creators making huge money. And we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars just creating videos on YouTube. Now, they are engaging. This is a lot of work. Some of them work 12 to 14 hours a day, etc., and they're pumping them out. But if you're a young adult and you have no expense, all you really need is a room and some cameras and some editing skills, you have an opportunity to create a channel, grow that channel, and make it bigger than ever. Other businesses that are going to be doing good in 2022, anything related to something that is going to be in demand nonstop. We've seen a lot of cryptocurrency companies come out. They're buying the naming rights of stadiums. They're really pushing it out. And anyone talking about cryptocurrency online, on YouTube, on their websites, on blogs, etc., have seemed to have caught fire. That is the latest and biggest thing. And the articles that are constantly being printed with cryptocurrency are getting a lot of attention. That is another thing that you could potentially become, is an entrepreneur influencer of cryptocurrency. And that kind of reminds me, there's a guy on YouTube that talks about Dogecoin and Shiba, and he does like 3 to 4 videos a day talking about Dogecoin and Shiba. And all of a sudden he's got like over 100,000 followers talking about the same two coins in a set of 3 to 4 videos a day, of how one video the coin could go up and then another video the coin could go down. And people are watching and they're loving it, and he's got a big following. I personally don't get it. I don't know how someone could analyze a coin chart that quick, that much in the same day, and have such differentiated opinions, for so many hours or days where the coin is either bad or good and we're expecting a moon rocket. This 2022 is going to be an interesting year. Don't expect it to be an easy year. As you guys thought, and I thought 2020 was a crap year, and then we thought 2021 was going to be that much better, but it seemed like a lingering extension of 2020. Now that we're going to 2022 and there's a new virus, a new issue, and a new thing going on, we're always seems like going to be stuck one step behind, or maybe, you move 2 steps forward, 4 steps back, etc., where you feel like you're stuck in this bubble. And I don't blame you. I feel that way too. So make sure you guys are prepared for possibly one of the harder years, given the fact that a lot of financial things are potentially going to come down, and the market's been at all-time highs, and real estate's been at all-time highs. Things that go up must come down. And in 2022, we could see the problems created from all this money created and everything in between. We could either have a crazy hyperinflation where your wages are not going to keep up with the costs. Therefore, you should be an entrepreneur and try to get higher wages if you can master it or perfect it. Or we're going to see a crash where now all of a sudden the prices of things are still high, such as costs of goods sold, but the real estate market is crashing. A lot of people's assets are crashing. The value of the dollar is getting so devalued that you're making, $15, $20, $25 an hour, yet it's costing you $15 for a piece of steak at your local grocery store, and gas prices soar to $7 and $8 a gallon. So anything could happen in 2022. So don't call anything off, and be prepared, and make sure that if you are an entrepreneur in 2022, you keep going, you don't look back, you keep moving forward, and you create a business that's in demand today. Businesses like local retail stores, shops that are not maybe hygiene related, like barbers, or in fact, barbers were affected during the pandemic, are not potentially health related, are going to struggle. If you're a restaurant and they shut you down again, good luck to you, right? So I would not open that business in states that are known to do that or in counties that are known to do that. And I would move somewhere else and try to revamp. If you could open a business, try to do something content creative related, try to do something related to your desires. Obviously, you want to make sure you have a business that is something you like doing. And that's tough to do, but it also has to pay, right? So if it doesn't pay, it doesn't make sense. And that's my advice for 2022. Stay hungry. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a great year. Catch you in the next video.